Hello YouTube, hello everyone across the internet. Today we'll be looking into the Xperia XA, a phone from Sony that I have in my hand. And I'd say though, pretty decent phone. And I've had this phone since mid to late March of this year. What I like about the phone is the screen. As you can see right here, nice screen, really cool. And it is pretty top notch for a Sony smartphone. I have to say it's pretty nice. And now the 5-inch screen does make it up if you're viewing YouTube videos and not just YouTube but videos that you have on your phone and photo viewing, which is makes it a plus here. Just to show what I have right here, let me just go over here and show a demonstration on a game right here. Don't know, guys, if you can hear the speakers on it, but it is pretty decent. But yeah, it's definitely a definitely pretty cool. I do like the videos, but Mexico versus Russia. Oh, my alarm just set up. I'm gonna have to disable it too. Wow, looks like a good game too. Okay, so I don't have time to go over this game right now, right in the middle of my review. But yeah, so you guys can. Okay, you guys get the picture, of course, but just so alright. Now continue on with the review. Now the phone has about everything that you need, like Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and this one has a multi-touch features, multi-touch up to 4 fingers for panning and viewing photos. The video and camera feature is up to 1080p for video taking, which looks amazing, by the way. Oh, just to mention too that the SIM, it takes the nano SIM on this phone, not the nano SIM, and it comes with an external it doesn't come with external memory card, but it is expandable up to 200 gigabytes, which is really large in comparison what I've seen with all the other smartphones that comes with expandable storage. Believe the memory it is compatible, which is a micro SD XC. This is the one that's compatible with too, which is nice. Now the current operating system is a Android 6.0. Xperia XA comes with 6.0.1 Marshmallow, but it's not upgradable to the Nugget as of yet. So no news as of yet with the Nugget. Do want to see it come to this phone, however, but don't know when Sony's gonna come with the announcement for the Nugget. But we'll have to see and find out later on, of course. But who knows? Now the take on this one is it does come with the a 3.5 millimeter jack for private listening, compatible with compatible with any headset, of course, and that comes with a 3.5 millimeter jack. My small negative I have with the phone is the speakers. Now you can barely hear your videos on this speaker unless you could blast up pretty loud, which is of course if you, if you could blast up pretty loud, but I've heard phones that are much better to hear than this one here. But I wasn't really too impressed with the speakers. That's what I really dislike on it. But yeah, but overall, that's kind of a minor thing I have with it too. Now, that's pretty much it with the speaker itself. Now we're gonna go and take a overview on the phone here. So now the camera is 13 megapixels on the rear, and the front camera is an 8 megapixel on the front. For if you guys are doing selfies, selfie group pictures, or anything like that matter too, which is pretty nice on it, which the quality on it, which is actually pretty impressive, much better than what I've had with the LG phone I've had with the LG K7, which the selfies for it, which is a 5 megapixel phone, which I wasn't really too impressed, but that's just me. It wasn't great. I never liked the selfies on the K7. Now this one here was a big step. Loved it a lot too. And now for photo taking, you can hit the on-screen button right here, or you can just take the button on top right here, which is pretty cool too. And I do like the button on top, which I use it pretty often, and I've gotten so used to it. Reminds me of most of the digital cameras I've used in the past. So I've always had to use the top button right here, which makes it pretty impressive. Well, it's pretty cool too. I mean, not just impressive, but cool as well. As of why I liked it. Now let's see here. Now let's go and talk about the battery here on the phone. Now the battery life here on this phone is 97%, which is close to finishing here too for the battery life. Now the only thing I'll say that it's very decent. Now it depends on how much you use it. It will drain pretty fast throughout the day, but now on standby, it does tend to last longer. Because if you don't use it this often, it won't drain this fast. Which my take on it is that I wish the batteries would have lasted longer, and I would have loved to see a battery that was last longer, up to 3000 mAh on this phone. Now this phone here, it's a 2700 mAh, but this is a non-removable battery. So this is just like the iPhone, it's non-removable. Unfortunately, the battery does not hold for a whole day, which, like I said, I wish I would have loved to see on this phone too, but not really. So, but then again, still not a bad mid-range phone if you're looking to buy this for somebody or anybody per se. Really good mid-range phone, not a very high-end phone like the rest I've seen, but it is still pretty good. Now, want to mention too is that this is not the first time using a Sony smartphone, so this is not my first rodeo here. But this hasn't deeply disappointed me. But it does come with its flaws, like a lot of the pre-installed bloatware. And when I purchase phones like this, I do not like to have pre-installed software on it, because I do like to make a lot of choices. Like for instance, it comes with the I don't know if you guys can see it, but the Amazon Shopping comes preloaded, which for me, I wanted to have the software installed on my own, not have a company and have pre-installed right there, which I really like to ask all these manufacturers not to place all these applications. Like for instance, I don't use Facebook, and I wish that wasn't there in the first place, because it doesn't give you the choice to uninstall it, of course, and then also the PlayStation app that's inside there too, because I like to have the choice on whether or not that I want to keep it too, because for me, I don't use the PlayStation app, and I don't have a PlayStation console to as well. And then first of all, kind of makes you think, well, why would I want a PlayStation application? But then again, that's Sony for you. But now, the other thing I would like to mention, everybody that are planning to buy this phone, please, for goodness sake, go ahead and get yourself a protector. Cause just a warning that I've actually had a friend that bought the same model that I have, the Xperia XA, and he dropped it in his first 2 weeks. And pretty bad that he didn't buy the protector like the one I have even sooner as well. But if you do, go ahead and get yourself a protector, and that way you don't make the same mistakes. Just what my friend did too. Overall, not bad phone. Wish it would have been better, but then again, like I know there's better Sony model phones like the Z4, Z5 that's recently out, but then again, this one here, still okay, still decent. $250 phone here. Now my take on it and the way I would rate this phone is a 3.5. Now I won't call it a terrible phone, but it is still decent for anyone that's still looking to buy this phone, for anybody out there too. But overall, that's all I gotta say with this phone. Now, and if you guys like what you've seen, hit the like, and if you want to share it to somebody, share it to somebody that's interested in purchasing this item or anything like that. And if you'd like to see more of what I do, go ahead and subscribe to the channel and make sure to comment after this too. Thank you so much, guys, and